Hello people out there on YouTube land, my name is Ominator, and this back here is
Pain Tree.
And we are doing some more beer reviewing. Yep. So today we have this is something Pain Tree brought over. It's like a really tall can of Latvian beer, am I right?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce this?
Césu.
Césu. Okay.
It's kind of, the first sound is kind of unpronounceable for anyone who hasn't grown up with the language.
Fair enough. I haven't grown up with Latvian, so mind using those nails that I don't have to open it.
Nails.
There's stuff on it. There's paper.
If paper was made of metal, then yes, it would be paper.
It's kind of like paper. It's tin foil. Shut up. It's not made of tin, but
Bugger. Oh, okay. I didn't. Been on the plane, so gotta figure. And it is unfiltered.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I like that color. Looks good. Oh, thank you.
And,
okay, color, really cool looking. I really like that. It looks brilliant, you know?
it did not foam!
Yeah, I got the most foam this time. That's amazing.
The universe just broke with its own laws.
Exactly.
But yeah, the color is fantastic.
I really like that. It looks really rich, you know?
Doesn't look like beer as much as beer.
Yeah, exactly. And really high quality beer. And then also the whole unfiltered part, it doesn't look like it's extremely murky. So it looks like they brewed it in a pretty clean manner, and then they decided not to filter it to keep that.
Because murkiness doesn't automatically mean quality. It means that there's a lot of shit in the beer that isn't beer.
Exactly.
This means that there's a lot. There's beer in the beer.
Hopefully good stuff.
Yeah.
It smells like a pretty, an average but very, very rich tasting beer.
Yeah,
it has a lot of
some
taste in it. Okay, you want to take?
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, I like that. It's very nice.
It does have a little bit of that rye malt.
Yeah, a slight bit. But it's not like in the aftertaste. It's more like...
Yeah, not enough to be kind of off-putting like the Russian beer.
Absolutely not, no. It's very...
It's not... It isn't massively different from other beers, but it's still... it's the height to which beer should aspire to.
Yeah, I very much agree. It has a very, very rich, very full taste. And it tastes very good.
And it actually manages to avoid any sour or bitter aftertaste that shouldn't be there. It's
a bit sweet, but not like in a sugary way. It's more like a beer way.
Yeah,
it's
beer.
Yeah, a beer way. It's very nice. I like that a lot.
And it's actually not. One actually doesn't taste that. It's pretty strong. It's 4.5.
Is it just? But 5.4. That's kind of like my sweet spot, between 5 and 6%. That's where I really like my beer.
6 is where it begins to get a bit too, be.
Most beers just kind of like that's the limit,
Yeah, that's where it legally gets malt liquor, isn't it? About the 6-7-ish.
I don't know actually. I see a lot of beer around that. Porter beers, for example, they're always like 7-8%, and they don't taste very good. But that's another story.
It's only useful for, well, old people with insomnia. I think that's the sole purpose of porter.
Right, we kind of have to drink it up before we open the next one. So if you want to pour some more, and then I'd be happy to take some too, because I like it a lot.
My glass is full. Here is for your glass.
Thank you very much.
May your glass always be full, and your blood always contain alcohol.
It's not always, hopefully. When I sleep, I don't. Well. Often when I sleep, I do have alcohol in my blood, so forget about that. I also like how it barely foams at all. It
still foams, but it's...
but not much.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to the other beers we've tasted...
It's not something that fills half the glass and you have to wait 10 seconds for it to calm down enough for you to fill the glass.
True. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. has a little bit of malt taste to it, but
I
not
think
like
it's brewed with both rye malt and what would it be?
just the average type of beer stuff. I don't know exactly how beer brewing works, but I could guess that it's been, what do you call it, lagered, I don't know, for a little longer than most other beers to give it that little bit of sweet bite to it. But again, I don't know how that works at all, it's just a guess.
We don't brew beer, we drink beer with style.
Is this style? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yes.
It's pretty swag to sit here with. I'm not gonna. I'm sorry, I said swag. It's just.
It's a sin just below saying YOLO. That's punishable by death.
Yeah, in Denmark at least. Nobody likes YOLO. Fuck that. Just don't do that, please. How much did this cost?
It's Latvia. It cost about what? This isn't the expensive end. It cost what in Danish kroner? 9, 10.
You can't buy this in Denmark.
One can try to get it imported. I think if it's that, I could order an order, but I could have it sent. I think I could organize that.
That would be freaking awesome.
Latvia is the country of 2-liter beer bottles for about 8 kroner.
Damn. I'd really like to go to Latvia now. Just buy a bunch of beer.
It is the land of cheap alcohol in Europe. Also why there's a lot of stag parties going on. Like,
it's really good. I like it a lot. Yeah. It'd be awesome to have something arranged where you could get 40 or 50 of those sent home or something. That would be freaking amazing. Amazing with a DA? Yeah.
Tickets to Latvia plane tickets are also pretty cheap. I think you can actually get some for 200. I think.
Really?
I think when they're on sale in the cheaper plane companies. I think
it's 200 kroner.
Yeah, for to there.
Amazing.
I think it's there, but when it's at the cheapest and the cheaper companies have a sale, then it's a steal. It's basically free.
That's pretty freaking amazing.
It's a 1 hour 15-minute flight to the land of beer and vodka,
and it barely costs anything. I could go there for 1 or 2 days and just sleep on the street just so I could bring a bunch of beer back home because it's that cheap. That's freaking awesome.
Well, the land is full of alcohol. The country is full of alcoholics too, so it kind of figures.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm not sure which one caused what. The alcohol caused the alcoholics, or the alcoholics caused the alcohol.
I think there's kind of an evil circle, to be honest, or a good and evil circle. Cheap alcohol, alcoholics.
Yeah.
Anyway, what would you rate it?
And have we emphasized the average enough? Yeah.
I'm gonna link you to a previous video if you don't understand our scale. It's very simple to understand, but we're not gonna explain it anymore.
Because we've rubbed it in plenty.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is really good. I'll give it a 90.
It doesn't rate that high for me, but it's a really good beer. I really like it.
I'll rate it a 90 simply because there's room for improvement, but not much.
Yeah, I agree. But it's rare for something to make it at 90 for me. I think I give this an 85. It's a really delicious beer. Yeah, if it had a little more, another note of something else in it, that would make it even more interesting.
But it's as it stands, it's normal beer, but it's the pinnacle of what normal beer should aspire to.
Yes, absolutely.
It doesn't have any of that sour taste, and it has just enough taste, just enough oomph to avoid being too.
And then there's extra alcohol in it too, so that even gives it some extra points. That's a fantastic beer. Thank you for bringing that over. That's great. Awesome.
I have another Latvian beer, but that's more a default one from the major companies.
But it hopefully tastes better than Carlsberg and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think it's not very hard, for something to taste better than that mass-produced dog piss.
But it's not very hard for something to taste worse either. Ever tasted Bryggerbile?
That sounds ominous.
Oh, don't do that. I'm gonna bring something on the show at some point. That would be awesome, dude. It's gonna be like bad beer day. Bring every beer that ever tasted terrible.
Nuclear waste.
Yeah. Nuclear waste in a fucking bottle. Alright. Let's bring on the next beer. This is... I have no fucking idea
It's
how to
either
pronounce this.
Dutch or South African.
It's Dutch.
Dutch, okay, yeah.
Nice. But yeah, it's... how do you pronounce it? You don't know, right?
Oranjeboom. No, I have no idea.
I just called it Oranjeboom because I don't know what the fuck to call it. Is it... Like, who names their beer this? This is so
And
weird.
because if you don't know the accent, just speak with a generic foreign one.
Exactly, it sounds more like Indian when I say Oranjeboom, but whatever. It's 5% alcohol. It's a Dutch beer. It's, you can buy it in... I have no nails. Can you open this?
I have no mouth and I must scream. Ah, sorry, no one out there will understand it. If you do, leave a comment.
I don't. So... and then again, yeah, I won't murmur anything about the beer.
Foam!
He just did. God damn it, I get the foam. You're probably gonna have more foam in yours.
More foam!
Ah, this time you got the most foam.
Yeah. The universe isn't as willing to break with its laws.
I like when there's a lot of dispute about whether a beer is good or not. It looks very filtered, which is a shame.
It looks massively filtered. Looks filtered into oblivion.
You can say that. Alright, let's go.
And it has a kind of tang which makes it seem kind of very processed.
It has kind of a skunky smell to it.
It's kind of like that bottle of Tuborg which has sat for 2 days, and then some alcoholic drinks it when he comes over to your house and says it tastes fine anyway. It's beer.
Okay, that's bad. I'm very sorry because it actually seems I've gotten my hands on kind of a skunky one of these because I'm very fond of this beer, but this one it's for some reason has a very skunky taste. I don't know how to explain that. It's just,
I think most beer drinkers know what skunky means.
probably.
Nasty and sour.
Yeah, nasty. In a kind of a moldy way.
Yeah, thin, and it's also thin. It has no real flavor. You know what?
This is a bad example.
You know what? I feel bad about wasting beer, but
Okay, I think we can agree that we're not gonna rate this because
it's a bad one. Yeah, this is way past a horrible example.
True, because I usually like this beer a lot, but this is kind of skunky.
This is foul.
Well, that breaks kind of like the consistency chain, I suppose. Because they have been very consistent to me so far, but this one...
You know, the surprise of Paintree, I think, without us getting completely plastered, we can try something different than to compensate for the missing beer.
You go ahead.
Okay, this extremely suspicious Russian flask contains something that is way too good for the flask. That is Hennessy XO. I got it through a strange chain of events involving a lumber company vice president and an Egyptian businessman.
Okay, what the fuck?
That is in fact true. And I have them. Here you go.
Thank you. Wow, that is strong stuff. I'm not a big fan of strong alcohol, so sorry if I don't like it.
Yeah, that's why I'm pouring a small glass.
A shot. a metal shot glass. That's pretty cool.
A Russian shot glass.
Do the Russians make them of metal, like always, because they're hardcore?
Well, the smaller ones, I'd guess, because Russians are simply metal. Wait, that didn't come out as expected.
That's just weird, man.
Smells like cognac.
Yeah.
This is kind of an improvised solution since we lost a bit of content with that skunky one.
Yes.
But actually smells surprisingly pleasant for something. Like there's no unpleasant undertones, only the smell of alcohol.
Yeah, exactly, because the thing is, it smells like it has a good taste, but there's so much alcohol in it, it just...
Let's get this over with. Down the hatch.
Okay.
Stings!
Yeah, stings. But that tastes pretty good.
But wow, yeah.
How do you say fell in English? I don't know how to do it.
Awesome. Fil.
F-A-D. I don't know. Kind of like, how the fuck do you... It's kind of like the taste of egg. It doesn't taste like egg, it's felt. I don't know, how the fuck do you say that?
Flat.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but it's not that accurate. But let's say, it tastes a bit... It has kind of a flat taste, but not in a bad way. Because it has some kind of tendency to obscure the alcohol.
Yeah. But it has too much alcohol for its own good. But, again, it's...
How much alcohol is there?
40%.
40%. If they had made something that was like 35%, I think it would have been even better, you know?
But the taste beyond the alcohol is actually very balanced. Not too sweet.
Yeah, it's not too sweet, but it still has a lot of that really caramel sweet flavor.
Yeah,
that's
and
nice.
depth, a lot of depth.
Indeed. It's very... I like that.
It's well, it's good. It's
good.
classy. It's also an unorthodox addition to our list, and since we don't know much about cognac, we can't really...
we can't really rate it. We can just say it tastes good. Has kind of a flat, relatively sweet caramel taste, but it's pretty balanced overall.
It's good booze.
It's good booze, yeah. Yeah, motherfucker.
It's good swill. Get you drunk like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Get you drunk. Real drunk. Real fast.
That is so creepy, dude. What the fuck? You should try and run that through the Reaper voice filter. that would be interesting. Yeah, I did kind of a filter. I tried to replicate a Reaper-like voice.
The weirder the stuff that goes down, the weirder the stuff that comes out.
True, very true. But you sound very menacing with it.
I am manly and menacing.
And I would like to remind you that this is my natural voice. Unfiltered.
A pleasant reminder for all of you watching. That is his regular voice. Can I do... Is it just like, speaking down here?
Yeah, very low down there.
Like
yes.
Okay. I'm not as good at it as he is.
I can't do that.
I'm fucking terrible. Sorry. But I suck.
I think we can make the statement that as soon as strong alcohol goes down the hatch, this video becomes a funny voice contest. But it is fine enough since, you people are out there are watching for the entertainment, and I hope we provide some adequate entertainment.
That's, I couldn't put it better myself, I think.
But my voice still sucks when I try to speak from the throat. You need to vibrate the furniture.
To vibrate the furniture, what?
Yes.
To make the room shake with your manly reverberations.
That's what you need to do.
Right, I can only do that with my actual vocal cords. No, my voice sounds a lot better when I actually use my vocal cords.
It seems that my vision is starting to swim. So if we can, if we cut this video off before anything really bad happens.
Yeah, before the room blows up. Let's just say, I'm Ominator.
And I am Paintree.
Paintree! And it just... Whatever, I didn't say anything. We just tasted some beer and some... Is it cognac or whiskey?
Cognac.
It is cognac. Right, because it tastes a bit like whiskey with a cognac taste. You know, I once tasted a whiskey that tasted like rum, basically. That was
I think
weird.
that's a failure in some way.
It tasted pretty good actually, but it was it did have kind of a rum taste. Anyway,
My name is Drunk Paintree. Or, I don't think I'm drunk, I just think I have to take 5 minutes to acclimatize to that.
you're tipsy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I only weigh 54 kilos, so I'm already kind of like on the balance of tipsy to drunk, you know.
I weigh almost 70, so I think I have a bit more oomph.
Exactly. It's mostly based on weight. Although, goodbye. Thanks for watching. Hope you tune in.
Goodbye, my name is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and this is my friend Paintree. I am possessing his body at the moment. Thank you for watching this show. Arr.
Goodbye.
I don't know what just happened.
Goodbye.